All right. So you talked about your love for traveling. One country you would like to visit.
Oh, can I name two?
Sure.
Oh, I was like, no, you can't just
Well, I did say one, but I mean, you can break the rule. It's fine.
uh, Japan slash Italy.
Okay. Just because?
Part of it is the food.
Okay. They do have good food.
Honestly, that's most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the food and the things I've read about these countries and uh, just that the curiosity of
Yeah.
these things,
Yeah.
hearing about them in the news.
Yeah. Well, and I want to visit. Well, I've had layovers in Japan, but I want to actually see the country. So I'm with you on that. I think I know the answer to this next one, but life of the party or staying in on a Friday night.
I feel like I could do both, depending on
Okay.
the Friday night.
That's fair.
So, I'm gonna not answer this one.
Okay. What's your MBTI?
Huh?
This isn't one of the questions, but what's your MBTI?
Oh shoot! Oh, I did that a long time ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, same. It's okay. I was just curious.
Oh, I took one of those online tests,
Yeah.
and I remember my cousin who was super into that looked at this and said, "Sammy, this is not you're a robot." Like, what do you mean? Like, I've never seen someone so evenly matched between being intuitive and reflective. What is it? What's the other one?
I forgot, honestly. I'm not super into it myself. I was just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, this is gonna get you in trouble a little bit, but Korean or Chinese food?
I'm so sorry for my Chinese food enthusiast, but Korean food.
Yeah.
I also love Chinese food,
Yeah.
but if I have to pick between the two,
Well, it helps that you live in K-Town, right? So
I do live in K-Town.
So you have to be a little biased. I understand. I agree with you. So
That wasn't part of the consideration, but I'm so glad it worked out that way. Actually, this is
just a happy coincidence.
It's a gorgeous coincidence.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so glad about this.
Exactly. Super salad.
It depends on the soup or the salad, but generally salad.
Favorite type of salad? Do you have a
favorite type of salad? I like tabbouleh,
okay.
Common Lebanese salad with
Very
parsley.
exotic.
Yeah.
All right. Sunny or rainy day?
Oh, sunny.
Okay.
Who would pick rain?
I don't know. Some people really crave that sometimes.
Some opinions are just wrong.
Opinions are like noses. Everyone has them.
Fair enough.
Subway or bus?
Subway or bus?
Depends on the day.
If it's not New York City, probably subway.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Best time to compose?
Best time to go. Oh, 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. 4 a.m. Yeah.
Dude, I think a lot of musicians are just night owls by nature.
Yeah, it's just so much more peaceful at night.
Yeah.
So much more quiet.
Yeah.
And what's nice about 3 a.m. is that I don't feel like I need to be anywhere in 3 hours usually. So that's a nice thing.
Yeah.
Like if I knew at 10 a.m. and I have to be, I don't know, who cares, at the bank or whatever, an hour later, it just ruins it, I like to have long stretches if I can.
Yeah. Well, and, I think our work as musicians kind of force us to be night people based, with concerts and a lot of that happening at night. So we're almost like indirectly conditioned to be night people, night owls in many ways.
Well, let me say this other thing. It's also like, I remember my undergrad days and I felt super busy, and I guess I was. But now that I look back on them, I'm like, that was the only time in my life in which I was almost expected to do nothing else but practice. And there was very few expectations on me besides that.
Yeah.
And that's a time it's very hard to get that as an adult, I feel like.
Yeah.
Once you enter the real world and
exactly.
Your parents aren't subsidizing you practicing for 20 hours a day.
Yeah. Getting paid to practice, right?
Yeah, it's just... Yeah, those were some good days in that way.
Yeah. All right. Bach or Schoenberg?
Oh, Bach, yeah.
Okay. Classical or romantic period?
Romantic for me.
Really? Favorite composer from that?
I don't know, I love Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Yeah, Beethoven for sure is up there.
All right. So late Beethoven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even early Beethoven, I
Mhm.
find so incredible. All the Beethovens are amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
All the eras, yeah.
Beethoven, yeah. I'm personally biased towards his middle period. I think that's when he really started to discover things that he obviously eventually added to his later works. But for me as a cellist, I also love Beethoven's middle period because that's when he started, you know, experimenting more with the instrument. I would say, you know, with the Eroica Symphony, you know, giving us the melody at the beginning, but also his A major sonata. I feel like there's just so much where he really invested in us. So yeah, I love Beethoven for that.
Are you surprised that I didn't say Schoenberg? Just for Bach.
No, I don't know because I feel like it would almost be sacrilegious as a composer not to say Bach because Bach is like he is like the godfather of, you know, classical music. So
we kind of think of him as like the. Fair enough. He's highly esteemed in Western culture.
yeah, sure, the patriarch, let's say, of Western classical music.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
If anything, Schoenberg's sometimes viewed as the guy who destroyed Western music.
Or rebuilt it, I guess.
Rebuilt it, yeah,
Yeah.
depending on how you want to view it.
Yeah.
But you know, Schoenberg also wrote beautiful romantic music as well.
Mm.
Like
He did.
Girl Leader, oh my god, that's just incredible
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah. So I guess this kind of ties into what we were just talking about, 20th century or Baroque music.
I feel like most of the Baroque stuff that survived, there was quality control, but 20th century less so.
Yeah.
Sorry to say that.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to say Baroque, but a lot of the 20th century stuff is also incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, your favorite composers you mentioned, they were predominantly all 20th century. So.
That is true, yeah.
Favorite non-classical music genre to listen to?
Oh, that's a tough one. Because I do listen to a range of non-classical music. Besides like various genres in Arabic music.
Yeah.
Also, I do like American pop. And
okay. Taylor Swift?
No, not that.
Okay.
Or also, I like metal genres too.
Okay. Are you a big jazz person?
You know what? Occasionally.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Quartet or symphony to compose? Quartet.
Well, I've already written a string quartet,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't written yet a symphony. So, right now I'm leaning towards symphony.
Okay. Well, we'll be looking forward to your first symphony then.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully, yeah.
One piece of music you can't live without.
One piece of music I can't live without. Schwantner's Sparrows.
So that's like your desert island piece right there.
Right now, putting me on the spot. That's what I'm inclined to say. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. One composer you can't live without.
One composer I can't live without. This is tough. I might. Well, now I can't not answer Schwantner because now I've like been pigeonholed now. So I guess Schwantner.
Okay. New York or Cleveland?
Everything was cheaper in Cleveland. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Everything was more affordable in Cleveland.
Yeah. Especially today.
Today or any day.
Yeah. Dude, I will never forget my love for chopsticks in Cleveland. Because I think you and we went a couple times, but dude, like $7 for like a full-on meal. You can't beat that.
Yeah. And people in Cleveland are like, oh, now it's $8. I'm like,
yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
if you eat something in New York for $8, you are going to be in the hospital the next
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and then, also like coffee house. And, I mean, it wasn't.
Oh.
Yeah. It was all.
I have written so much music inside Coffee
Yeah.
House.
Yeah. Shout out
They
to Coffee House.
they should be my sponsor.
Yeah,
Hopefully, that would be nice.
Yeah. Netflix or Hulu?
Oh, I don't watch any of these.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
jeez. Why do you have to be so like? Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm a nerd.
Oh, I respect that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bow tie or skinny tie?
Probably skinny tie.
Yeah.
I guess I've worn skinny ties way more than bow ties.
Yeah. So like, are you pretty when you have like a big premiere coming up? Are you like planning out in advance what you're gonna wear for that, or
I the
are
what
you
I
too
try
busy to worry about the other stuff, the more important matters?
I try to make sure my suit doesn't need to be dry cleaned at any time, or if I do it in advance.
Yeah.
If I do wear a suit.
Yeah.
But honestly, most of my fashion choices are just wearing whatever doesn't need to be ironed or washed.
Well, yeah. Example A over here.
Exhibit A. I put on another shirt. I'm like, oh, this needs to be ironed.
Yeah.
But Shin Young is waiting for me, and I'm already late.
I'm always willing to wait for you, Sammy, so it's not a big deal.